You ready?
I'm going to slap yourself.
Yeah, you know.
Action.
I'm Ben, and this is our presentation about some of our favourite horror films. The first one is The Ring, which was made in the year 2000. It's based on a cursed video which is supposed to kill people whenever they watch it in 7 days or so, but no one can figure out how they've actually died because there's no evidence or anything like that. I suppose it's one of my favourite films because it's the only one so far that's actually genuinely scared me a bit.
This is Child's Play, and this is one of my favourite films. What I like about it most is it was made in 1989 and it's still scary now. And it attracts a wide audience of horror fans. It's about a doll that gets possessed, and then it's like it looks after the kid in a way, but it kills everyone who hurts the kid. And I really do think this is a brilliant film.
The next film on the list is Psycho, which was made in the year 1960. I don't know, when you look back at it now, it's not one of the best horror films. It's just the fact that it's an absolute classic, and if you're a fan of horror, you have to have seen it at some point in your life. It's about a woman who goes on the run after stealing around £40,000 from a boss, and seizing the opportunity to start a new life, she leaves and heads towards a boyfriend's store in California. After a long drive, she's caught in a storm, so she decides to stop at a motel, and she finds out that the owner of the motel is a bit of a Fruit Loop, really. He keeps his dead mum still in the basement.
Nightmare on Elm Street is another one of my favourite films. Basically, it's about a nasty person who the town hates, so they basically just burn him alive, and then he comes back and kills people in the dreams. But it was made in 1984, so it's another classic horror movie, and I really do think that it's one of the best.
This is probably the most modern film on the list. It's The Human Centipede 2. It's probably actually a terrible film. It's just because it's so graphic and so realistic that it's perfect for the horror genre.
It is gruesome.
It's about a mentally disturbed loner who still lives with his mother, and he watches DVDs of the first Human Centipede film, and he becomes sick and obsessed with it, so he decides to copy them himself using utensils like kitchen knives and drills and stuff, whereas in the first film it's 100% medically accurate. Reception theory is basically how a film is perceived. A different meaning is created by every different viewer as they watch and process the movie. In short, reception theory takes place in the viewer's context, taking into account all of the various factors that might influence how they will read and create meaning from the text.
And then they use star theory, which is basically someone in the movie who's one of your favourite actors who will make you want to go and see that movie, such as Anthony Hopkins, who plays Freddy Krueger. Like, if you see that him in one film, like in the Freddy series, then you'll want to see that in another kind of horror genre because he's such a good actor.
The next slide is a couple of trailers, so I'm not sure they work, I'll still try.